There is something quietly hilarious about intellectualism. Not because intellectualism isn't valuable, but because of what happens when someone confuses accumulating knowledge with actually understanding something. They keep adding layers between themselves and the thing and calling it progress. Knowledge works by representation. You experience something, you assign it a word, you build a concept around it, you fit it into a framework, you read what other people said about it, you develop a position. Every step of that process, it is real and it is useful. And every step of that process is also a step away from direct contact with the thing itself. The word fear is not fear. The concept of love is not love. The framework for understanding trauma is not trauma. The map is not the territory. And the person who has accumulated enough maps starts to feel like they understand the territory. They don't. They understand the maps. Watch someone who has read every book on relationships struggle in their actual relationships. Watch someone who has studied every framework for confidence shrink in the room. Watch someone who can explain Krishnamurti's work fluently miss the entire point Krishnamurti was making. The knowledge didn't help. Not because knowledge is useless, because they were using it as a substitute for contact rather than a path toward it. More maps, same distance from the territory. Knowledge points at things. That's its function. A good map is genuinely useful. It tells you where to go, what to expect, how to navigate. But the map is only useful if you're moving toward the territory, if you're using it to travel. The person who collects maps and never travels, they know a lot about places they've never been. And the person who travels without any map, they have direct experience of specific places, but might miss the larger picture. The move is to use the map to get to the territory, then put the map down and actually be there. The greatest minds in both physics and philosophy figured this out. Feynman knew the name of the bird in every language meant nothing about the bird. Krishnamurti spent 60 years pointing at the gap between the word and the thing. They weren't anti-intellectual. They were the most rigorous thinkers of their eras. They just never confused the map for the territory. And that distinction, that simple, uncomfortable distinction, is what separated their understanding from everyone who only read about what they discovered.